For the angelic mind, the objects of space, in all their successive and simultaneous variety, are the sensuous manifestations of effects that correspond to the relative affections of the will and the thoughts of the intellect. These objects, projected from within into the sensuous plane of the mind and its apparent space, reveal to angelic consciousness the states of their own minds. This projected mindscape presents a sensory world of objects to angelic perception that is as real to angels as any natural landscape appears to be to those in the natural world. But where the natural mind thinks in the objects themselves, taking them as the subject of thought, angelic consciousness thinks above them, finding meaning and delight in what the images convey regarding the state of their minds in relation to the minds of others and the performance of heavenly uses. These sensory objects are inherently spiritual, which means that the whole spirit of a person consists of affection and the thoughts derived from that affection. This is affirmed in that the mind is explicitly identified with the spirit. Therefore, when the teachings for spiritual Christianity state that everything in heaven, including the very bodies of angels, is spiritual, it implies that all sensory objects are effects of their mental states and so represent these states in every detail. The objects of the senses in heaven are appearances that originate purely from mental or spiritual states, having no causes outside or independent of the mind. The psycho-spiritual nature of space and time aptly describes these objects, which exist in the appearance of space and endure in the appearance of time. They are all creations of the divine life manifested through the wills and intellects or interior faculties of angels. These manifestations represent the various affinities and the progressive changes in those affinities to angelic perception. An illustration of this concept is found in the teachings, which states that changes in the state of their affections appear in the faces of angels. When angels are in their own societies, they maintain their own countenances. However, when they visit another society, their faces change according to the prevailing affections for goodness and truth in that society in response to being affected by this. Their genuine countenance remains perceptible as a plane that remains constant within any changes that contact with other communities of angels generates. In the angelic realm, space and time are not independent realities, but reflections of the inner states of the mind. The objects and bodies that angels perceive are direct manifestations of their spiritual states, shaped by their affections and thoughts. This understanding underscores the fluidity and responsiveness of spiritual existence, where appearances serve to reveal and correspond to deeper spiritual truths. Thus, the psycho-spiritual nature of space and time in heaven highlights the profound interconnectedness between internal spiritual states and their external representations, illustrating a divine harmony that transcends natural perceptions.